Hello, this episode is inspired by Mark. We had a quick chat on Facebook and he inspired me to make an episode about the black sheep in the family. Thank you, Mark. Here we go. Hello, and welcome to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host, Aurora, and I'm very happy to be spending some time with you today. It is Sunday, April 11th. Fresh snow out here. But it's sunny and I know the snow is going to melt here very soon. All right, let's dive into today's topic. Black sheep, the black sheep of the family. Do you know that term, that expression? Can you maybe even resonate with it? Have you been living as a black sheep in your family for the last couple of years? Well, then welcome. This episode is for you. What is a black sheep? I feel a black sheep is a person who is living on a different level of awareness than the rest of the family. They usually feel like they don't really fit in. They feel like everybody else is kind of flocking together, agreeing with each other's opinions and lifestyles. But the black sheep experiences life differently, maybe on a deeper level, maybe on a very different level. And as a child, if you feel that, it's a very painful experience, a very painful situation to be in, because all we want is to belong and to feel understood and to be part of a bigger group, right? And if you sense that you have to kind of fake it, you have to put so much effort into it in order to feel accepted, in order to feel understood and heard, then it is a painful experience you're making. And it is your experience, and it's very difficult to explain to others. Those children are usually labeled with ADHD, or they're difficult to handle, or they have to be sent to boarding school because they're so energetic and they have to be away from the family in order to find themselves. So as you can see, as you can listen or hear, those people who feel like the black sheep of the family go through very painful, emotional experiences early on in their lives. And it shapes the way they feel about themselves and how confident they are. It's very complicated to feel like you don't really have anybody to look up to, and the people you live with, you love, but you can't really relate on deeper levels. Sometimes you also feel like the stick in their steering wheel or in their wheels. I know you know what I mean. You kind of like to steer up shit. You like to make people aware of their behavior. And then they flock together even more, and then you feel even more isolated. I feel a lot of times the black sheep is the one who cuts through the bullshit. The person who sees manipulative and destructive behavior and calls people out, and they live so much in their little world, in their little bubble of codependency and abuse is normal life, that you feel even crazier about yourself, and they make you feel crazy. But today I want to tell you what is important to see on the other side when you're with yourself. You are breaking out of the family's pattern, so to say. You are a pioneer. You're going to bring your family to a different level of awareness, and you will open up a new world to them. And you don't need them to be in approval. You don't need them to be okay with your decisions. You make them for yourself and for your family. Maybe you want to start one day, or your community. That's also a very hard reality to face, that you are one who will early on realize, shit, I can't wait for my family's approval. Otherwise, I'm going to get nowhere with my life. Yeah, it's very difficult and painful to realize. You make one step into the direction that feels good for you, that feels like you can go in a direction of expansion. And your family is like, no, this is not going to go well, and this is not awesome, and we don't want you to do this. And then you don't have to deal with your own insecurities, but with their limiting beliefs on top of it too. But I tell you what, it is so worth it, and you will go your path, and with the intention to serve other people, to do good out there, nothing can go wrong. You can be wrong if you choose a path of love and compassion for other people. It might not resonate with your family's values, but that's totally fine. This is evolution. You're stepping out of that frame and you're creating something new. And one day, maybe, but don't wait for it, they might look at you in amazement and be so proud of you. And it might take some time. It might take them to see that other people are praising you and lifting you up, and then they will follow and be like, oh yeah, this is my son, this is my daughter. We raised them and we're so proud of them. But it might take some time, as I say, and you can't wait for it. So if you identify as the black sheep of your family, have compassion with them. Have the big heart and see that they're only operating in their frame of beliefs and values, and they're doing fine, but you don't have to sit in that same pool. You can go out there, discover new things, and make this world a better place. And maybe you feel good in calling yourself a black sheep, but I feel it's more of a negative label. So maybe you can see yourself as the unicorn or the butterfly or the pioneer of the family, and then you will feel better about yourself too. And in feeling better with yourself again and making peace with that painful situation that you made early on with your family, you can make peace with them too. You can see that their limiting beliefs are okay, and they protected you or inspired you maybe to some point early on. And don't judge them, don't attack them, don't blame them, because you are responsible for the steps you take, and you don't need to wait for their approval. And again, if your intentions are to do good out there, they have no reasons to hold back. And there might be a little bit of a time of separation between you and them for a while, but you guys can come back together and you can show empathy and a big heart for them and reunite with them. But go your path. Thank you so much for listening to the Borealis Experience. This episode was extremely important to me and my heart and my soul, because I've been on that path. And I was able to liberate myself and feel like a little unicorn now, or a butterfly, or a pioneer. And I feel my family is coming around a little bit and show that they are a little proud of me. They're not 100% there. They still don't 100% understand what I'm doing here. But it is fine. I know I'm doing good. I know I'm putting vibes out there that help other people, that inspire other people. And this is all I want. So take really good care of yourself and think about this label of a black sheep, and maybe reframe your attitude around it, and know that you're not a victim. You are needed out here. We need you to see out there and playing and shining, and everything will be fine. Maybe not right away, but soon enough. Thanks for listening, Aurora.